Just imagine waking up in a place like this. Well, you can actually find this place in Fallout 76. Let me explain some of the lore behind this place and why it's a secret. The place in question is called the Lucky Hole Mine, and we're going to be investigating this mine specifically. Once you first spawn in, you will notice that there's 3 cabins to your right. We are going to be entering the cabin furthest to the left. Once you step into the cabin, you will notice that there's actually a note on the table, and we're going to be picking it up and reading it. The note reads, "Claire, grab everything from our smuggling operation and get it to the Lucky Hole Mine pronto. The whole world's going to hell, and I'm betting we're going to need that stuff to survive. Lock it up in the usual spot. I've changed the code. Don't stop for anyone. I'll see you soon. Gavin." As I approach the Lucky Hole Mine, I actually get a feeling that someone is watching me, and I don't like it. After we have entered, there is a terminal and a note to your right on a desk. The note reads, "Your offering is acceptable to him." Not too sure what this means, but it seems like there's an entity that's ready to take anyone's soul and swallow them whole, and I don't like that either. When you open the terminal, you will notice the first entry is Strange Woman. It reads as follows: "This old lady came by asking for a tour of the mine. Told her no. Place is dangerous, but that just made her mad. Kept muttering something under her breath. Had to get the Protectrons to escort her out. I'm going to make a call to the asylum. See if they had any escapees recently. Poor woman. Hope she gets help." The second entry is called Cleaning Up. "Word came in to shut things down. About time. Hate to see a mine close, but this one is tapped out. I was coming back from shutting down the pumps when I felt someone watching me. That old lady again, but this time she was with a couple friends. They asked again about the mine, wanted to see the depths, wanted me to show them. God help me, I ran." The last entry is titled Break In. "I don't know why, but I had to check the mine one last time. Sure enough, the lock we put up have all been smashed open. Look, we don't want it. The mine, it's yours now. Just stay down there. Alright? Don't bother us. We don't bother you. Deal?" This is all just too creepy for me. Who is the lady? And why is she trying to get into this mine and go to the darkest, deepest place inside of the Lucky Hole Mine? Is there loot? Is there treasure? Or is she trying to worship this entity that they have found down there? As you travel deeper into the mine, sometimes you feel like somebody is watching you, and it's real apparent near this part of the mine. Sometimes even hearing footsteps behind you, as if somebody is right behind you, stalking you like prey. Listen closely, cause you can hear the footsteps behind me. The deeper and deeper that we go, it feels like we've lost our touch with the outside world. These satanic looking statues are scattered throughout the mine. As you continue to go forward and forward and forward, you will find a sinister looking effigy. This one looks a little different than the rest. Behind him lies a note, and what this note says: "He is the one who came before, the firstborn of the wood. Blood wept from his branches, and he shared with all his believers." Honestly, at this point, I just want to get the hell out of here. But I know I can't do that for the sake of y'all wanting to know. As you continue to go further down the mine, you will notice that there's another sinister looking effigy. And this time, it's got a note right in front of it. And what this one says: "The woods gave him life, gave him strength, but the blood gave him purpose. He gathered us, he taught us to share all he shared, To the left of the note, there's a holotape.
Chapter 7. Constructing the effigy. Gather 10 to 20 bundles of sticks underneath the new moon. Bind them tightly with the entrails of the sacrificial beast, and cleanse and bless your tools with holy incense. Construct the form of your effigy with the bundles, using straw or twine to fix them into position. Plant a staff of hewn oak down the center of the effigy. Hammer the staff firmly into the dirt, and pile more sticks, logs, and wood scraps around the base. Anoint your sacred blade with the holy oil made from the Bright One's eggs, and use your blade to bless the effigy for use in your circle.
So he must be the one that's made all of these effigies and put them all together. As you adventure down further, you will come across this little doorway, and this is where all this gets more creepy. Once again, we're going to need to go further and further and further. This is where it seems to get even worse. This looks like it's a cult meeting, a cult church. I'm not for sure, but this place looks straight out of the Resident Evil Village handbook. And I gotta say, I actually like this part. From what looks to be an altar, there's a casket right behind it. And on that casket, there's a note. What this note says: "Blessed are you, first priestess of the wood. Through you we heard his voice. Through you we gained his strength." As you walk around this effigy, you notice that there's settlers who have died or been sacrificed to this giant looking statue. Eventually, while exploring deeper, you'll come across a path that's not even really there. It is covered up by heavy weeds and bushes and whatnot. I know it might be scary, but you're going to want to venture through. And when you walk through all of this has got to be the scariest place in the Lucky Hole Mine. Once you've about reached the end of this little tunnel system, you'll see a light at the end of the tunnel. And this light ain't light, it's darkness. You will notice that there's skeleton remains all over the ground. It's a bloody sight, and it looks like they were sacrificed to this statue of some sort. Or maybe it's the living being that's to the right of it. Now to me, this looks something unearthly, something alien, something that's still alive. I can't believe this is down here, and it's a secret, and I'm glad we've learned the lore. I still don't know exactly what this thing is, but it's breathing and has legs. Almost like it's Siren Head, or a form that it would have took. I don't know, but this is really creepy. And there seems to be a lot of these statues surrounding it, as if this is where most of the rituals took place. If you're going to want to learn more about the lore and want to visit this place yourself, I highly suggest it, because there's even more that I didn't show in the video, just to cut it down for lengthwise. I appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in. Anyways, this is Bob Loud, out.